that the director met with Kevin Feige. He met with Marvel Studios. What could that mean? I don't freaking know.
Shang-Chi.
He
Is that racist to say just because he's Asian?
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
All right, bro. So it is officially November.
Yes, sir.
Time of this recording.
Thanksgiving.
We're already in November, obviously. I think I have to ask it. What's some of your favorite holiday movies? Christmas movies, I'm guessing, be specific.
I don't really know any Thanksgiving movies. I know Christmas movies, though, so when I think of holiday movies, I think of Christmas movies. Even though I know the holidays are Thanksgiving, a lot of people get pissed that people just look past Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas. Personally, that's what I do. Teresa's already put up some Christmas decorations in the house.
Yep.
I plan on putting the Christmas lights up here soon. As soon as Halloween is done, it's Christmas time for us.
Oh, yeah. Emily already put up the tree and everything like that. I know you saw when you came in, and so it's already Christmas.
Not to offend anybody, but I only know Christmas movies pretty much.
Yeah.
But I did write down Polar Express. Now, these aren't in any order, but these are just some of my favorite holiday movies. I'd have to actually think about ranking them. Polar Express, Home Alone 1 and 2, classics. I think that's on everybody's list.
Yep.
The Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. We've talked about this before. You agree? I mean, I remember those vividly when I was younger. Christmas time, Disney Channel was always playing those.
Yep.
So I love those movies as well. And then I threw in How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, just because I had that on VHS and I remember that one.
Yep. Perfect. I throw those in. To me, I have to watch. It's just what I have to do. I have to watch the Tim Allen movies, the Santa Claus movies, every single Christmas, no matter what. The Christmas season comes.
I put all three just because.
All three of them. I don't. I think people don't really care too much about the third one.
I don't personally.
But to me, they're all great. They really are. The first one's fantastic. The second one is incredible. Finding Mrs. Claus and everything like that. And then the third one with Jack Frost. I thought it was incredible. And then the other one I have to watch every single time, bro, is How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. And Ron Howard directing it. Beautiful, beautiful movie.
I found the VHS for it the other day.
Oh,
I think I brought it to my house. Yeah, at my parents. Yeah, which is so crazy to think about.
The VHS in general.
Yeah, just how long ago that was, but it doesn't feel that long ago.
Yeah.
But just technology wise, that was so long ago.
Yeah. What I liked about my grandparents' house is their TV. It was a VHS player on one side, and then the other side was a DVD. So no matter which one we needed at the time, we had both.
Yeah.
And now we have streaming.
Yeah, well, that's just what crazy, because I look back at my collection. You've always been very big on collecting stuff. You've always been very big on you have a big physical movie collection. When I was younger, did, because that was the only way you could watch movies. And then as soon as we got to the point where it was streaming and stuff, then yeah, bro. I mean, we did have a little those books that people would put their CDs in.
Yeah.
We did have those for our DVDs disc as well. But yeah, as soon as streaming started, I mean, I stopped collecting movies.
Really? No, yeah. I mean, I'll say I have just my Steelbook collection right here. Just small Blu-rays. Gosh, I know you can believe me, bro. I had double that before.
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm about to say they were just in the was it the milk crates or whatever? I had them at my parents' house. Yeah, that's especially my wrestling collection of DVDs. Oof, boy.
Yeah, I did have a pretty big wrestling collection as well.
But yeah, for the holidays, I honestly those 4 movies. The Grinch, and then the 3 Tim Allen ones, solidified for me. Polar Express, I do like it, but it's just one of those that I'm like, I'm okay.
Really?
I like it a lot, but it's just I don't watch it every year.
I think I don't know what it is. It just really hit with me when I was younger, and then I remember back in the days, elementary school, I don't know about your elementary school, but we would have days where we would watch the Polar Express, and we would have hot chocolate, and we'd come to school in our PJs. It was during Christmas break. And so we did that, and it was a multitude of days that you would watch it. And so I have those memories associated. I think it's just nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I do genuinely like the movie as well. So that's the only animated movie that I can think of right now that I like Christmassy. I'm sure there's other ones, but I have to think. And then the Home Alone 1 and 2.
Oh yeah,
dude, those are fucking. I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't know another movie that goes toe to toe with both of those movies. I love Polar Express and I love Santa Claus with Tim Allen, but Home Alone 1 and 2, bro.
They're incredible.
They're just they're just phenomenal.
So
they still hold up to this day.
So I just got done watching this documentary on Disney, and it was the music of John Williams. Do you know who that is?
No.
So John Williams made the scores for Jurassic Park, the Superman movie, the Star Wars movie, the Indiana Jones movie, Schindler's List. What else? I mean, Home Alone is the one he also did. It's incredible, bro. Just like I personally love, a lot of that stuff that he's done, and I loved watching the behind, like just learning how he made all these different scores. But it was really cool because he talked about, the Home Alone. He thought was just a cute little movie. He was like, the kid was so great. This. So he wanted to put his touch he goes, it's actually a holiday movie instead of like an adventure action. This. So he went for it, and now I'm like, I think to myself, bro, you created an all-time great Christmas like theme. Like a lot of like in general, when you like just think about Christmas time, that's something that could just play in your head. Why? Because you just associate that with Christmas in general. It does not even associate with Home Alone. No, you associate it with Christmas. Yeah. And it fits so perfectly. Yeah. I thought, man, this man's a genius.
Yeah, it's legendary.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of.
Did you ever watch the third Home Alone?
With the other kid?
Yes.
Nah.
You never. Oh, so you never seen it at all?
I've seen bits and pieces because I think they ran it on when ABC used to do their, I guarantee they still do. ABC does their 25 Days of Christmas thing. But no, I've never.
I
watched
did actually like that one. I didn't put it in my list, but I remember watching it when I was younger, and I do like it. I never hear people talk about it.
Really?
But pretty essentially like this group is after this chip. Like it's like a actual like chip, not like a chip, but like an electronic chip. It's like a motherboard type deal, and he puts it on his car. But I don't remember the reason.
And it's like instead of just two burglars, it's like a group of them.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. And they're after this chip, and so it's him, and he's sick, and he stays home or something like that. And I remember that one vividly as well. So that one I do like. But yeah, the first two was Macaulay. I'm mispronouncing his name. Macaulay Culkin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, he's still known for to this day for those movies. That's his biggest accomplishment.
Yep.
So
dude, he's with Brenda Song.
Yeah, he's with Brenda Song now. That's a good accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, Wendy Wu,
bro. I mean, I remember too. I grew up with her. We grew up with her too, bro. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I remember Wendy Wu too.
Yeah.
That was what she got her standalone movie, boy.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Yeah. That was always cool too, to see Disney people that were in shows and then they get their own standalone.
Just like Corbin Bleu when he got jumping.
Yeah, I remember that too. He was a boxer and then he started liking jump rope.
Yes, yeah. I always love the premise for a lot of those movies are always the same, bro. They're in one path and and the parents are the ones telling them. But he's like, I like this other thing.
High School Musical
was really
Troy
big.
Bolton was basketball, but then he
no, Dad, this is your dream.
Yeah.
Great, they acting, boy.
Hey, Disney boy, they hey home, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. I could sit here for real and talk about my love for a lot of those old Disney movie shows, and shows and movies and just in general, like bro, they just hit different. And I could sit here and say the new ones don't hit, but I guarantee for this generation they probably do.
I don't know though. I feel like I hardly ever talk about. I mean, granted, I don't hang out with kids or nothing, so like I don't know. But I feel like I don't see a lot of kids talk about Disney Channel nowadays compared to like, dude. I would go to school, bro, and everybody would be talking about. Now, like I said, I don't hang out with kids, so maybe that is how it's happening.
We ain't on no Diddy list.
Maybe it is how it's happening. But like my brother, even like I think about my brother. My brother didn't even really watch Disney Channel like I did when I was younger. It just didn't hit the same. I don't know what it was.
I think it's also because like, do kids actually just watch regular TV anymore?
Yeah, that's true too. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know if Disney hit. I don't know if Disney movies.
If there's a new Disney Channel movie on Disney Plus, I mean, does anyone really care?
Yeah. Well, and I think about too, like I see on TikTok constantly classic Disney Channel movies that still hit to this day, and those are all the movies that we grew up with. Yeah. It's never any like that we were too old for. It's always the ones that we grew up with.
Have we done a segment on that yet?
Oh,
I feel like we have.
Disney we may Channel have, movies. Yeah. I mean, there's so many that I think about, dude. I only watch Disney Channel. Nickelodeon, I would watch Nickelodeon when I got home from school. Mm. So that was like Drake and Josh, Ned's Declassified. That was like the little Teen Nick type episodes, right? Zoe 101. But Disney Channel at night, 7 o'clock, always played a movie. Played a movie, especially Fridays was the good ones. And I remember that vividly. Like I watched Disney Channel 24/7, and then they had Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That's So Raven, Phil the Future.
I used to love, bro. Like it's so crazy because I think about some of the Disney Channel
Hannah
movies.
Montana. I even fucked with Hannah Montana.
Yeah, bro. Same.
Day, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
What I really liked is just the intro. Let's watch a Disney Channel, bro. And sometimes I didn't know what was about to come on, so it was just a surprise. Like, oh shit, what's about to be? What's it? Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Was it the 13th year? Or was it 13th or 17th year? Which one?
The 13th year.
13th year. Yeah, that was a good one. Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish was phenomenal.
Bro, Eddie's big cook-off.
Yeah. Do you remember the one with the two twin sisters and they play basketball?
I thought they played baseball.
there may be one that they play baseball, but there's one where they play basketball. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then they end up making it to the. Well, someone on my TikTok dresses them as Halloween, and so they did that one scene where she goes like this. You know what I'm talking about? And she takes forever to shoot.
Bro, everyone makes fun of that scene,
bro. Because I remember even as a kid thinking, "Shoot it!" What the fuck? Like, bro, what the hell, bro? I thought if I was on defense, I would already strip the ball out of your fucking hand, bro. Yeah, that movie hit hard too when I was there, bro. A lot of movies on Disney Channel hit hard. The skating one, I'm trying to think of what the name was. They rode rollerblades, and that one resonated with me a lot because I at that time I was really into rollerblades.
Really?
Yeah. I forget the name though. Anyways, we could go on and on.
Yeah.
Disney Channel movies hit back in the day. But yeah, that's my those are the Christmas movies that I think about the most.
Yeah, I'll say ditto.
Cool.
I'll say ditto to those.
So what are we? Episode 55 of the Lame Guys podcast. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
What do we got today, bro? We got some news out.
We got some small news out. At the time of this recording for this Saturday, obviously those listening will be on Monday, but we have D23 in Brazil going on right now.
You think they announced anything big there?
Today's going to be the Marvel one.
Oh, okay.
Today's going to be the Marvel one, but that's not going to be till later this evening. I was really hoping that it would be yesterday so we can talk about it today, but no. I know they have like the standee for Fantastic Four, and they have like a little like standee for Captain, so I'm hoping we get some news. I'm hoping we get a trailer for Fantastic Four, or at least a teaser. I would love that.
Do you think they would drop that at a Brazil event?
Yeah.
Versus a US event?
Yeah.
Do you think that factors in at all? I'm not trying to say Brazil's not important, but I'm just saying like majority of
I get what you're saying
in the US.
They could drop a teaser, or if not, they'll give it like a first look of like everyone actually in their full suits or something like that. Like we get like a official first look at the Thing and Johnny Storm.
I can see that versus a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be fine with that. Just any little thing for Fantastic Four, I'll be hyped for. But as of right now, the only thing we got for yesterday for the Disney stuff was we got another look at Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, a live action one. And I think the biggest one I saw kept on going around was Ice Age 6. Were you an Ice Age fan?
I watched the first two. I didn't know that there was 5 movies.
Neither did I.
No idea.
Until they said 6, and I was like, I remember the first 2.
Yes. So I remember the first 2, and I put it on for Jaden actually the other day, and she liked it, the first one. But yeah, I had no idea there were 6. So I mean, I guess I would say I was into them the first 2, but I didn't even know there was another 3.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that we can get some more news later, and then by next week we can report on those. But as of right now, I think something I'm looking forward to that has nothing to do with the Disney D23. I just want to bring that up because that's something I wish we can talk about. It looks like a new Godzilla movie has been greenlit, bro. The director from Godzilla -1, I don't want to butcher his name, Takashi Yamazaki. He's going to come back and direct the second one. A second Godzilla -1? Was it -2?
I'm all in, bro. Shit, I'm
bro.
all in. I'm all in, bro. That's all I need to hear. I told you, dude. I went into it and I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I remember your text message.
And and I remember thinking, like, I don't know, like, the subtitles. I've never been big into anime. I'm not really big into like watching movies that I can't understand the language, and I don't want to just read subtitles the whole time. That was my first experience doing that. And I enjoyed it, and the movie overall, the movie was solid as fuck, and it was better than I think the Godzilla movies that I've seen.
Okay, so what? Yes, I agree. I love Godzilla -1. I mean, it's just pure monster.
Yeah,
dude.
it was
destruction and everything, and it's crazy because I mean, with all that, you also have a ton of tragedy that that us humans face when it comes to a big old threat like that. But it's like
it was just kind of like a grounded Godzilla movie. Like
yeah.
I know that's ridiculous to say, because it is a Godzilla movie.
But you're saying instead of other monsters there and all
yeah,
this
like
stuff?
It was just for legit, just like how it would actually be, right? If a dinosaur like that hit the fan and, and shit just gets ruined.
Yeah. That is the comparison I feel like a lot of people made between, the U.S. version of a Godzilla where he's the hero, almost in the sense, and then compared to the Godzilla -1 version where he's just straight terror, just a monster, just devastating everywhere he goes. I'm excited if we get a second one. But the cool thing is, another thing that came out of it, bro, is apparently that the director met with Kevin Feige. He met with Marvel Studios. What could that mean? I don't freaking know. He could have.
Is that racist to say just because he's Asian? So, I mean, that's just the first one that came to my mind. Sorry.
No,
it doesn't have to be Shang-Chi.
It's okay. Imagine what he could do, though.
I mean, bro, yeah. I mean, it could be in Japan or China. Are they Chinese, right? In Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
I don't know why that.
But what can come out of it? I don't know. Could have just been just a regular meeting just to get to know each other? Sure. Or could it be a proposal? We never know. Someone on Twitter posted this photo, and it was just a director, and it showed the Incredible Hulk. And in my head, I just and instantly in my head, it wasn't just because I'm a Hulk fan. I just thought to myself, the devastation that happened in Godzilla. Could you imagine what we could do with something like that with this type of director? Like, obviously, directors can do some devastation and make some chaos in movies. But, like, just imagine, like, and then I guarantee Marvel loved the fact that everyone knows that this director made Godzilla -1 with X amount of dollars and grossed this much. It was a low-ass
budget,
Yeah. So maybe Marvel's like, what
and
could
a foreign movie on top of that.
Exactly. So what if he's like, and Godzilla looked fantastic.
Yeah.
The CGI looked fantastic. So what if they're like, so it also, okay, I'm just talking myself into this now. It could have also been how the hell did you do it?
Yeah, that's true.
Can you teach our guys? How'd you do it?
Yeah.
Like, what technology did you use? Can we incorporate something like that? Or could it have been what can we do to get you over here to direct a movie or produce a movie or oversee a movie? Like, what could we do to make that happen? But in my head, I'm saying for that, the Hulk thing, I thought, I'd be down.
I would 100% be down. But let me ask you this. Would that work with our MCU Hulk?
Nope.
That's what that was my drawback there. Is would I believe this?
No.
Because you asked me the first two Hulk movies, like I'm talking about like the old ones, right? I would believe that, like a Godzilla type destruction, like that type of, I don't know, I'm not, obviously a little bit less. I
was like, Hulk ain't gonna do that much.
A little bit less, but still, right?
No,
like
I get it.
It's still a crazy ass Hulk can't control himself, like constantly just breaking.
Age
shit.
of Ultron Hulk.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Now the MCU doesn't really. Our MCU Hulk is just, he's not that. Like,
no. MCU Hulk can sit in this chair right now and have a conversation with us.
People can say what they want, but he's not that Hulk. So, like, let's say they did try to bring that. I don't think that would work, personally. But, yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a superhero that I could see based off the Godzilla movie, the Hulk one sounds perfect.
Just like a destruction type thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. I mean, breaking it down, there's a lot of heroes you could probably do.
Right.
I mean, well, you could say the Midnight Suns. Everyone's been trying to figure something out with that. I don't know what makes me think that, but I'm just trying to think about maybe some grounded type shit. You're saying that Godzilla -1
Blade
seemed almost grounded. Blade. I think they already have a director still intact for that one. But there's definitely possibilities out there. But just the idea of this director coming and doing something for Marvel, I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I think next on the agenda, bro, something that I know all are very passionate about on this podcast. I know we've talked about plenty of times. Star Wars, bro. Star Wars. They made the announcement that Simon Kinberg is reportedly working on the next saga for the Star Wars movies. We're going to get 3 more, bro. We're going to get 3 more Star Wars movies. Are we finally going to get you to watch some of these Star Wars movies, bro?
I think if there's going to be 3 more, I think that would justify me watching it.
So right now, are you saying you're going to watch the old ones leading up to these new ones?
Yeah, so you know how I am, dude. If I'm going to commit, I'm fucking commit.
I know.
Like, I'm going to watch the old shit, like, as cringy as I think it is, like, if I'm going to commit to it, if I say I'm going to watch it, because all it's going to take is one little thing that they're going to say that ties back to these old movies that I didn't watch, and it's going to ruin the whole movie for me, because I'm going to be like, I should have fucking watched the other ones. So yeah, if I were to commit to watching them, I'm gonna watch them all.
Did you feel that way when you watched Force Awakens? For those who don't know, that's the only Star Wars movie Mario has seen.
Right. That one was a little different because I went with the girl I was seeing at the time, and so it's like, you'll do whatever, just So like, did it bother me really? To be honest, I didn't really have an attachment at all, and I was kind of just like, I'm just coming because I'm being dragged.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm actually invested in watching.
But you walked out and you thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Just from like a normal movie basis, like CGI, like like action sequences. Everything was up to par, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I guess I didn't really feel that way just because, like I said, I went into it just saying, I'm here to watch this one. I don't plan on watching the others. Like, I'm just here because her and her family brought me, right? Like, it was just one of those things where it's like I'm just dragged along. So it didn't really bother me. Now, let's say, like, I was like, okay, the new Star Wars movie's coming out. I want to go watch it. Like, there's a ton of hype. Like, let's go see it. And I didn't see the other ones. Then, yes, that one would piss me off because I actually have a genuine interest in watching it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, if there's another 3 movies, I'll probably watch it. Now, let me ask you this though: does that mean I have to watch the Disney Plus shows? Because it feels like there's so much Star Wars stuff in it lately, and I feel like the general consensus of these Disney Plus shows haven't been really that good. Other than like when Pedro Pascal show first came out.
So I'm gonna say this: I watched Mando season 1 and 2. I have not watched season 3. I watched Obi-Wan, and I watched Boba Fett. There's been, I think, 2 other shows. Like I said, there's been another season of Mando. There's been, I think, 2 other shows. They have that Skeleton Crew trailer that came out for the new John Watts movie that he's doing, the Star Wars movie. John Watts, the director of the Spider-Man movies. I'm not going to watch those.
Okay. See, so it's like
that I don't think it's going to, like, you're okay.
Part of me feels like I need to, though, just because I don't want to miss anything. But
now looking at the Mandalorian stuff, like,
that doesn't really tie in.
It doesn't really tie in my opinion. Like, there is something that like happens, and I know you know what it is. Just
are there Star Wars comics? Like, are there?
Yeah.
Is that how people are like? Because I feel like some people just know so much about. Okay, so
yeah,
I
there's
didn't know
Star
if they
Wars
just get it from
comics,
the movies,
and not just that. There's been books, bro.
Oh, wow.
Books and books and books.
Okay. That tie into the movie.
Yeah, they have tie-in, but they also they venture off and do their own thing.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like some people know a lot about Star Wars.
There's some people that it's their life.
Yeah,
bro.
and I just think, like, did
life.
you get all this from the movie, or okay? So I didn't know that there was even like.
See, like I like Star Wars, as in I'm just a general fan.
Right.
The movie's out, I'll go watch it.
Yeah.
And call it a day.
Like
I'm
a casual Star Wars.
Yeah,
fan.
like I played maybe just that Force Unleashed video game. That's cool.
Okay.
Now and then call it a day.
I did see that the guy from the game is going to be in it. Cameron, apparently he's going to be in it. Some live action. I don't know what it was, but I
wonder if it's Skeleton Crew or something.
Maybe, but I saw that his character was going to get brought to live action.
But yeah, so I mean, with the new Star Wars trilogy coming out, that's cool. That's something to watch. Like I said, it makes you think about like how I just brought up earlier, John Williams scores for the Star Wars movies.
How many movies have come out since Force Awakens? Just one.
Since Force Awakens, 2.
Oh,
so Force Awakens.
So Rogue One was after.
Oh, okay, I lied. So 3 then. Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes. Okay. So, Rogue One.
I thought I only missed 2.
Rogue One was a movie that came afterwards. Yes, but that takes place
before.
Yeah, it's almost like
so I didn't watch.
It's almost like a in between of
and
what
then
happens.
the next one follows Rey's story. Because that Rey, when I watched Force Awakens,
Force
that's when Rey
Awakens,
got
and then
introduced.
it's is it Last Jedi or is it Rise of Skywalker? Oh well, but yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, I mean that new trilogy is people don't really care for it. I mean, they're okay to me.
Yeah,
they're okay, and then you'll like them because they're new.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I didn't mind Force Awakens, but like I said, I went into it no commitment to watching these, and so like just prime example, I didn't go watch Rogue One after. I didn't go watch any of the other Star Wars movies after. But I think with another 3, that would justify me watching it, especially for the pod. Like
So like I said, I mean that you've already watched 1, but there's 9 movies.
When does it come out?
Oh, these are just being in development.
Thank goodness. I got a while. I got a while. I'll get to it when we get there, bro. When they start filming, I'll get to there.
Yeah, all right. Next up, brother. So, the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav, on a financial call, shared his plans to cut back on releases of different games and focus on 4 main franchises: Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, and Batman games.
Mm-hmm.
With something like that, for me, obviously, as you can tell sometimes, big Batman fan.
Right.
I'm more than happy to play another Batman game right now.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people want, a Superman game, a Justice League game, a Flash. Like, yeah, I'm cool with all that. I know we're getting that Wonder Woman game coming out eventually. I'm going to play it, obviously. But a Batman game in the future sounds fantastic. I didn't play Hogwarts Legacy. I did want to play it, though. It does look pretty fun.
I'll have it if you want to borrow it.
Oh, yeah, you do have it. That's right. That's right.
Teresa played it. She really liked it.
Mortal Kombat, there's plenty of them. They're cool. I just get bored after a while.
Actually, wait. It's digital. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
We'll cut it. And then the Game of Thrones video game. I'm interested to see how that one's going to play out.
Wait, it's not digital. I'm trying to think. Sorry. I'm trying to think.
I'm not going to lie.
I don't think it's digital. I think I can let you borrow it.
Okay. We'll put it back. But, yeah, so, I mean, even with the Game of Thrones video game, I think that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what they do with that.
Right.
Is it going to be a situation where we're going to follow the Starks? Is it going to be something that's going to be straight from the show? We're just going to go straight to a video game? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But it just depends on how they make it and I mean,
I could kind of see it being like, I know you didn't really get fully into Valhalla, but in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's essentially that, right? Like you get your group and then you go raid people, and then it leads up to like a final big battle. I could see it being that way.
Yeah, and just
like
be a little more story driven.
Yeah, well, it's story driven, obviously, and then you control one main character, and then you're going through the battle, and you're dead. Like in Valhalla, like in those battles, bro. Like you start all the way over there, and you got to work your way up all the way to like the main part of whatever task you're trying to accomplish. But like, and you're dead ass are going up to people, bro, and fighting like so people are fighting on the side, and you can go help them. Like it's dead ass. So I could see it being something like that.
It could be something like that. But then at the same time, I really try to think about it. At the core of everything, is Game of Thrones just an action show? Or I mean,
for a game though, I think you would have to make it an action.
Really? Because I mean, like it's a drama. The show's a drama,
right? And
with action
and I say action, but like Assassin's Creed games have a lot of story, but they're still an action game. So like I would just look at it like that, and it would probably be open world, and you could probably go to these other houses, right? These other territories, and do whatever you need to do. But ultimately, it's got to still have some action, bro. There's got to still be some. What we love about Game of Thrones is Battle of the Bastards. We love like dragons burning people. We love that shit. So it would have to have that stuff in it.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of like a game that's big into just story driven. That's fantastic.
Even Hogwarts has action in it, bro. Hogwarts, you fight people with your wand.
But is it almost every corner?
It's open world, and so you can go to these territories that these bad. I'm not big in.
You ain't
big
that
in Harry
nerd
Potter shit, but like I don't know what they're called.
Like Slytherin,
like these
the other houses.
these bad people or whatever they are, and you go and you can steal the chest that's there that has extra equipment, and but you can get in fights. Like you could just be walking up on these people and they'll talk shit to you, and you fight them. So. Like I remember I'd watch Teresa play, and yeah, like you show, and then like some of them have levels like Assassin's Creed. So if you're level like 20 and this person's level 40, obviously they're gonna whoop your ass. So you gotta level up. So yeah, it's like that. It would have action, bro. No way it doesn't.
Okay.
You thought it would just be straight story or what?
I didn't know.
Okay.
I was thinking in my head. I'm thinking, how would you accomplish that?
Game of Thrones every season.
They could do it just like the Hogwarts thing.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like a lot of the Hogwarts stuff is just. From what I've seen and what I've heard is like it's very story driven, but yes, like you can do have you can do. You still can do
fights,
action and fights and everything like that. Like if need be, if it calls for it.
Yeah.
To where it's almost like it's true. Am I mistaken to where it's like if you make a decision here, it's going to affect a decision here type thing? Yeah. So I could see that.
Yeah, and so but Valhalla's like that. Valhalla's like
true
that. And
That's
Valhalla, you could play for hours and not fight anybody in Valhalla.
Yeah.
So just because I'm comparing it to Valhalla, I'm not saying like it's going to be straight up all action, but I do think if you have a Game of Thrones, I think about the shows. They're all leading to like these major battles in every season that there is. The game would lead up to like a major battle.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how it would happen or what would happen or how it would work, but for sure it would have action. But yeah, I'd be down for a Game of Thrones game.
Yeah, every single one of those. I mean, other than Mortal Kombat, I like Mortal Kombat. I do. I know the fan out.
I
the
just
fans
can't really
out there.
get into it, dude.
I get bored after a while. Even the Injustice games. Like once I played the story.
Yeah, same. I was done.
I was done.
I didn't touch it since.
Yeah, same.
But I think it's because we don't play online.
Yeah, I'm not big on multiplayer at all and everything like that. Like it's whatever. Like I'll even whenever COD, I'll play just multiplayer for like a week or two, and then I'm like, I got my fix.
I finished the latest Black Ops. It was pretty good, actually. I finished the story.
I want to play the story.
It was pretty good.
And that's
Game Pass, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think of myself like, I'm glad it's on Game Pass because I just want to play story. I could care less about multiplayer.
Yeah. Moving. So Game of Thrones, I would be happy for. Mortal Kombat, I don't really care. Hogwarts. Believable. Apparently, I think it was the best-selling game of the year that it came out. Teresa, my wife, she liked it. I didn't play it because I'm not really big into Harry Potter. But if the second one came out, she would get it for sure. Now this Batman game though, the Batman stuff opens up with a lot of conversation. For sure, we have to get a Batman Beyond game.
Yes, I think we'll definitely.
If they're really gonna focus on the Batman stuff. I'm not saying that we wouldn't love to see like a continuation of those Batman games or however they want to do it, but you have to do a Batman Beyond game, bro. You just have to. Like if we're not getting movies of it, give us a game.
I truly think. I mean,
we saw how well the Spider-Man games did. I think that a Batman Beyond game could do just as well.
So I think to myself like, could you continue the Arkham stuff? I mean,
I think there's a market for it. I think if you continue the Arkham games, it would do very well.
Yes. The only downside is like, where would you incorporate that stuff? I mean, yeah, I guarantee from Arkham, like in between Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and in between Arkham City and Arkham, Knight, there's stories that have happened in between there. I guarantee that happens. But to me, those Arkham games gave us everything. Like, we had the perfect little Batman like stories within those. Like, I can't say I want to see different villains. We had almost every villain. So it's like, I think this new one strictly should just be Batman Beyond.
Well, so would you take Arkham Batman be be like the Bruce Wayne to Batman Beyond?
Yeah, but the only downside is he's dead.
Oh, is he? I don't remember.
Well, because
I played the latest game, but I don't remember.
He's supposedly dead and everything like that. But then once we had the Suicide Squad game come out, they announced he faked his death. He joined the Justice League, and then he got killed.
That was the same Batman.
It's the same Batman.
Right. Yes. I saw the negative backlash about
so
that.
I don't know. You could put some Tony Stark type shit, like he's some AI mind. If you find the Batcave, this is what happens, and this.
Could
and
we also just negate the Suicide Squad game as a whole?
You could very much so. I'm not gonna lie. I still check it at Walmart. I still check the prices because, I mean, you already said I'm a physical person. I'll buy physical media. I'll buy physical video games. Whatever.
It's on Game Pass. I'm pretty sure. I think I saw it on there.
Really?
I thought I saw it on there.
Like, I always tell myself that bid go down $20. I'm buying it.
Just still full price.
It's $40.
Holy shit.
It's still $40. Last time I saw it.
$40 for that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Every time I see it, I'm like, nope.
Yeah. Could they just be like, never mind, that wasn't the same Batman?
Cat.
Yeah. I think they could very well just say, never mind, like that's not the same Batman.
But I mean, like I said, I can definitely see them say, you know what? We've already given Bruce Wayne. We've given Bruce Wayne 4 video games, and we killed him in Suicide Squad. Okay, give us Batman. Give us Terry McGinnis, and that futuristic thing just flying around. Oh my gosh,
it would, bro.
Hey, I need Return of the Joker.
Even though he's dead, I'd be down for that too.
Even though he's dead,
yeah, I'd be down for that too. I think it's just an easy answer there. I think if Warner Brothers wants a successful game, put all your investment into a Batman Beyond game, and I think you will get plenty of investment return. You'll get I think
you'll have the fans that are ecstatic.
A Batman Beyond game would do numbers, and I think it would be up there with the Spider-Man ones.
What if this is their way to say, look, we said no to y'all's animated movie, but we'll give you 3 video games?
I'd be fine with that.
Because David Zaslav is going to control all that shit.
Right. Now, of course, I would love to see a Batman Beyond movie. But still, if I can't get a Batman Beyond movie, bro, give me fucking video games. I'd be down.
Yeah.
We saw how good the Spider-Man games were.
Yeah.
I think a Batman Beyond game could be just as good.
I agree. But you move on from now?
Yeah.
I think we got one more on the agenda, bro. So, in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Ryan Reynolds had this to say about Channing Tatum's Gambit. Marvel is quote-unquote obsessed with Channing Tatum's Gambit, says Ryan Reynolds. It's kind of like the same situation I went through. Once you show that it works well, that's all you really need. Sometimes you just need to see it in action. So hearing that, I think it sounds pretty cool. Mm-hmm. We've talked about it on here before. Like, could we see Channing Tatum, continue on in the MCU in some type of aspect as Gambit? I'd be down, but the only downside is we are going to get an older Gambit with what age group for X-Men? Are we going to get a younger X-Men eventually and just have an older Gambit? Or are we going to get an X-Men that is already fully fleshed out and we don't have to worry about the origin stories off the cuff? They're already formed. They're already, how each other, they're already in sync, if that makes sense, with each other. No pun intended to Deadpool Wolverine. But, could we see that work out? But just the thoughts of a Gambit, Channing Tatum, he's closer to 50 than he is 40.
Yeah.
No hate on him because he did phenomenal.
That one really resonates with me too because you see him and he looks old and I just think, wow, you were the heartthrob when we were growing up. Now, and I'm not saying he's not anymore, but you could just see the age compared to when we grew up, right? He was just that young, chiseled, heartthrob. And now, you could just tell he's gotten older and it's just, then it resonates with me and I just think, God damn, now we're getting older. Holy shit.
But I guess the question is, going back to it, how would you feel if Marvel just said, all right, we'll stick with Channing Tatum as Gambit?
So I don't think anybody's, are you genuinely surprised that they think that. Like
No.
if that's the truth, like if they do think that, me either. Right? Like I think that he did well in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. People have been wanting him to be Gambit for so long. I don't think this is a surprise at all. Channing Tatum is a great actor. I don't look at this as a surprise at all. Now, how would I feel about him being the Gambit? I think you could do it and him not be the Gambit still, right? Like he's still from another universe. You know, I don't know what happened to his X-Men. I don't know if they addressed it in Deadpool Wolverine. Maybe I missed it, but he could still come. You know, Ryan Reynolds brought this Wolverine from this random ass universe to this one. You could also bring this Gambit, and we could still get the X-Men, right? Like I don't think Channing Tatum being an older Gambit would have any effect on whatever the plans they do with the X-Men. We could still have a young X-Men.
Okay.
And maybe he can mentor them, or I don't know what the whole.
See, and I feel like that's a lot of the. I feel like that's almost overplayed to where, and that's where my mind goes.
The mentor.
It's like just because someone's older than everyone, they're instantly the mentor.
Okay.
That's just kind of where my mind goes. But you're right. Just because he is older, maybe he could be a mentor, or he's just the older guy. He's just
he's just a random ass. Yeah, he's a random ass mutant that this universe doesn't have, or you know, like something like that, or so I don't know. I think that you could do it. You could bring Channing Tatum, or they could just give him his own fucking movie and
call it a day.
Yeah, call it a day. Like just give the fans what they wanted. They all wanted a Gambit movie. You can just give him his own movie, make it to be where it's in that fucking, because he didn't get out, right? Or did he at the end? They all got out, didn't they?
No.
X-23 got out.
X-23 got out, and no one knows if the others got out.
Okay. So we don't know yet. It could still be there. It could still be in that universe.
Because Deadpool says, he goes, I have some good people that were kind of left, and they were like, we'll see what we could do. But they never confirmed it.
Okay, yeah. So you could do, or they could put him in another universe that maybe doesn't have a hero, and this. So I think you could make Channing Tatum Gambit, and it would be perfectly fine. It would not interfere with what we're getting with the X-Men. This is no surprise though. I mean, I saw that and I thought I wouldn't be surprised if he gets his own spinoff, whatever the deal is. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I absolutely loved him in Deadpool Wolverine. I think I was the giddiest when he popped out in that whole scene. Like Elektra, I was happy. Blade, I was really happy, even though I've never seen the Blade movies like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've bits and pieces from just a couple of them, but I've never watched him like that.
Yeah.
Gambit, we've never had him, but I know how long he's been cast as Gambit. I know, them dropping him as Gambit. Like I know the history. So seeing him finally dress up as Gambit, I was so happy. I was so happy. And
think about how they would have hit, bro. If he was in his prime. Think about how they would have hit if he was.
That's true.
Granted, I mean, I guess it really depends.
It depends on if that was the same version they wanted to do.
Well, and then Fox was making it at the time.
You're definitely right on that too. So it's like, who knows what that Gambit would have looked like if he would have done it. But this one, we got a Gambit to where like straight up. Like, I have the action figure right behind you, bro. They straight up threw him on screen. Like, that's all they did, and I loved it. And he was brutal.
Yeah.
He was brutal.
Yeah, his action sequences were fire.
And I'll keep his accent. I don't want that turned down at all. I wanted it the same accent.
Now that I've sat with it for a little bit. Now, granted, I didn't go watch it a second time. I wish I did, but I never got a chance to.
I thought you did.
No, now that I've sat with it, it didn't bother me as much.
No.
Watching it, I was thinking I felt like it was a little forced. Just because it's coming off the X-Men 97 show.
Yeah.
And that one was perfect.
And that's your instant comparison.
That's my only comparison I have.
Yeah.
So it's coming right off of that, and that accent I thought was just perfect. I don't know the actor that does it, but he does a great job. So going into this one, I just thought it was a little forced, but now sitting with it for a while, yeah, you're right. It was good. Could I do a better act? No. So he did a great job.
Yeah, the Cajun French type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like whenever he tried to do the French, I guess, words, saying stuff in French, that's when the accent, what did you just say? But then when he was speaking normal English, oh, you heard it perfectly fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, so let me ask you this then. Oh, would you want him though? That's your only option.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I know that when it was going around before, fans were saying, "Bro, give us Austin Butler. He could do it." Mm-hmm. I could see that one too. Austin Butler.
Younger, I could see that too. I'm thinking about
younger.
That.
He could do an accent. Shit, this man's great with accents. We've seen that, or he's great at him doing just. He's a good fit,
bro. I mean, he fucking killed it as fucking what's his face? Fade Rotha. Was it Fade Rotha?
Mm-hmm.
I know where I want to, because we've seen a lot of movies this year. We did a lot better this year than we did last year.
Pat ourselves.
We did a lot better this year than we did last year. I want to rank all of our movies that we saw.
That's
but
a lot.
It's a lot. Well, maybe not all of them, but we can rank we can just give maybe our top 5 movies of the year or something like that. Because we saw a lot of movies. I was going through our Cinemark thing and we saw a lot.
Terrifier at number 1. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to rank, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, a little spoiler, but I'd have to think about it really. But I still think Dune 2 is the best movie of the year.
It's incredible.
It's
incredible.
You brought up Austin Butler and it reminded me. Before we go, I want to bring up one more thing. Well, first, Gladiator reviews apparently are pretty good. Gladiator
we got
2.
our tickets.
Yeah, Gladiator 2. I am excited about that.
Popcorn bucket's going to be there.
I was very excited yesterday. And then hope my excitement got brought down a little. But I want to ask you your opinion on this first. Earlier yesterday morning, we got a tweet from Screen Time. A new Joker series played by Barry Keoghan is reportedly in the works. Series set between Batman 2 and 3. Unclear whether HBO or Max will develop. Barry Keoghan is expected to make a brief appearance in the Batman 2, right? So we have that news. I don't know about you, but I was excited to see just because Penguin has been phenomenal. I don't know if you've caught up on it yet, but it's phenomenal. And the season finale is this Sunday.
Yeah.
So you need to catch up on it so we can talk about it on here. But then that's quickly brought back down to I'm trying to pull up the tweet that you sent me. James Gunn says a Joker series starring Barry Keoghan is not in the works. So let me ask you, were you excited about getting that potentially? And then would you want that potentially?
Was I excited just in the sense of just to see him? Yes. Do I want a Joker series? No.
You just feel like he's too big.
He's too big.
I agree.
He's too big. He needs a. I mean,
I was still excited though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just. I can't say I wasn't excited. I was only excited because I just want that Joker.
Yeah.
I want to see what this Joker can bring.
Yeah.
That can all go away if one episode in I go, you suck. Which I doubt it.
But would that be better than seeing him in a movie and he sucks?
No. Because if I just got 2 hours, cool, done. Instead of a 13 episode, 8 episode, 9 episode.
I don't think they would do that though.
But
Penguin, what is 8 episodes, 7 episodes?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Instead of I constantly have to keep up with it an hour at a time and be like, bro, shit, I got like 6 movies right here. But if you knock it out 1 2 hour movie, and he's fantastic, you're just going to want more and more and more. Cool. Then you could think about doing a show or something like that. I mean, just like with the Penguin. Colin Farrell absolutely killed it in the first Batman. And then guess what happened, bro? We got the show. First 2 episodes were absolutely amazing. I have yet to catch up. Why? I just haven't. Why? I want to. Every single time I think about it, I'm like, bro, I need to catch up. I need to catch up. And I hear nothing but amazing things.
It's really good.
And I just haven't caught up. Why? I don't know. But I just... to answer your question, yes. Would I want it? Yes, just because I want to see that Joker. Do we need it? No.
I think that if you finish this, I think if you catch back up on Penguin, you would be more open to the idea of Max developing a show for the Joker. Now, I agree with you. He is too big of a character, and I think that he should just be in the movie. But I also think when I saw that, I thought, okay, so he's not going to be the villain of Batman 2, but he's going to be the villain of Batman 3. So that's why they're going to give us a show to lead us up to that, and then and it'll whatever, maybe it's the origin of him, whatever it is, and then it'll lead us up to Batman 3. So I was excited. I think if you watch Penguin, you would be more open to the idea, just because the way they do Penguin, bro. It's just I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm not gonna lie, right now, it's probably the best superhero TV show out of like all this superhero TV show. It's probably my favorite.
You're not the first person that said that. I've seen a lot of people say that too, and I'm like, that's incredible. That's
like,
great.
and I'm including the MCU Disney Plus shows. Like, it's probably my favorite out of all of those.
I just feel like
depends on the finale though. Finale's got to hit.
I just still feel like, well, I mean, even if it's not like the greatest finale, with you saying that right now, it's not going to diminish everything.
Well, no, I'm just saying though. So I'm saying right now it's my favorite. The finale could easily ruin that for me. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'll still probably think it's good, but just the finale alone could make me think maybe it's not the best. Maybe it's like second or third.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this is the same reason for Game of Thrones. The season finale, it was the greatest show of all time up until the season finale or the final season. Then that's why I was like, okay, Breaking Bad is still above it. But
I feel like you can do more with Penguin than what you could do with Joker.
You don't think an origin story, maybe how we get this Joker, you don't think that would work?
Yeah,
Because
maybe because he's already says he was like, it's our 1 year anniversary and everything like that. Like, yeah, okay, I mean, yeah, I guess in that sense I'd be okay with it. But at least with Penguin, for not even with this show, I mean, I already know that Penguin is a mob boss.
But
then it's like, okay, so outside of just being a criminal mob boss and Batman taking him down all the time, he also does his own shit. He also has the Iceberg Lounge. He also has his own little empire and everything that he does on the side. He's a businessman. Like, I get all that. So hearing like about the show, cool. We're going to go into a fleshed out mob boss. See how he gets the Penguin territory.
The Penguin.
Yeah. So like that makes sense to me. So yeah, I guess like I'm looking at it as the Joker we have right now, to where he's 1 year in, he's already in Arkham or whatever. What can we do after that? I don't really see too much other than just him just truly wanting to cause chaos and fuck shit up. But with you bringing up the origin thing, okay, I'll be down for an origin story.
Yeah, because this Penguin one is kind of an origin thing.
It's an origin without being an origin.
The Penguin that we saw in the Batman was not like full throttle Penguin that you see in like the Batman.
They just
shows.
Call him the Penguin.
But he has no power. Like he's just, bro, he has no power whatsoever.
Yeah.
So this is leading up to Mob Boss Penguin. It's like it's technically an origin story.
Yeah.
So I could totally see a Joker one working where it's leading up to the Joker. Like you said, the only introduction that we got to him was he's already the Joker, we assume. Like he already has a history with Batman.
Yeah.
You could do it, the Batman. You could do it to where maybe we see how he becomes that, or maybe how he gets put in Arkham, essentially. I don't know. I would be happy with it just because I would just love to see. I want to see Barry as the Joker.
Same.
And I just hope we get to that point, and I'm worried that we're not going to get to that point. Not because like success-wise, because the movie obviously was successful, but like I said, I could just totally see them being like, we need to focus on the DCU Batman and not this other Batman. But also, I don't know, because the Penguin show did very well, so I could totally see them, still focusing on that one. Yeah. I'm just worried that we're not going to get to that point. So if all I got was a show, I'm fucking taking it. I would prefer that, right, than not see him at all.
Yeah.
But who knows? But I was disappointed when James Gunn said that's not going to work. So, and I know he's busy. I know he's going to be in the Peaky Blinders movie.
Yeah, I saw that image of him.
Yeah.
That's still something I need to start up. Apparently, Emily wants to watch it, so it's
really?
It's something that
I told you, dude. They're only like 6-episode seasons, so you can go through them pretty fast.
Yeah,
you can go through them pretty quick.
I planned on already starting it, but as soon as Emily says she wants to wait, now I gotta wait.
I know. I told you. That's how it is, bro. Sometimes I tell Teresa like, okay, like. But is this like something you really want to watch, or like could I just watch it so I can just?
I told her I was like, I think I'm gonna start Peaky Blinders. She goes, "Oh, good. I've been wanting to watch that." I go, "Oh, for real?"
Yeah.
Which I mean, yeah, I'm more than happy to watch it with her. I'm not saying I'm not to, because I mean that's something that we can both experience and both enjoy and both be introduced to. I'm more than happy to do that. I just like to move. The way I did Breaking Bad, I just want to go.
Well, even Daredevil, too, you won't do that really quick.
Yeah.
See, like, I haven't watched Daredevil because Teresa wants to watch it. And so and I still have yet to watch it. And I don't know when I'm going to.
Women.
So it's just, well, it's not even just the women aspect. It's having time for both of you guys to watch it, right?
It's like being on each other's schedules to take that time to sit down. And I'm going to tell you this, bro. I don't know what it is with little one lately.
That's what I'm saying.
We have not had time. She has been on one lately.
Well, and then when you do have time, you're just fucking mentally drained. Oh. And it's like, you're just...
Emily and we're both, at the end of the night, we are
That's how we are, too. And that's why we don't... I just... We're at a point where it's like, obviously we watched The Penguin. We watched it on Sundays. But, like, we're at a point to where it's like, it's almost just a commitment to commit to watching a new show, and then you don't want to do that, right? Like you don't want to. Like we still have
anything right now.
We still have the next season of. I know you don't watch Outer Banks, but we have the next season of Outer Banks. We still haven't watched it because it's like, do I want to commit? Because I may watch this one episode, but I may not watch another one for another 2 weeks. Like and I don't want that. I want to watch it. So that's why it's hard to commit. But anything else?
No, I think that's it. The only thing I gotta say is next week we're gonna be talking about some Yellowstone.
And you need to catch up on Penguin.
Yeah.
Hopefully you could do it by next week. But
I'll get it done.
Penguin, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Shit is solid as fuck.
I have no doubts in my mind. Trust me. I really want to watch it. But like we just said, by the end of the night, I'm done.
Yeah.
All I want to do is just...
And I think you're gonna like it more too because you're big on story. And it's genuinely just a fucking Sopranos, but in Gotham.
There you go, bro. So go watch some mob boss shit, bro.
What do you mean? I've watched The Sopranos.
No. You didn't watch it fully.
I didn't watch it fully, but I watched more than you.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, go watch all these mob movies, like Irishman. I told you to watch. Go watch all these other ones that are just.
I heard The Irishman though wasn't that good. That's why I never watched it. It wasn't because like it was.
It was good. Only thing is, it had no action for people that like all that shit.
And you like story.
And that's what I'm saying. See, so this one,
But I said
feed you into it.
Yeah, but I said you would really like this show.
But you're enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it because of the whole Gotham aspect and the story. But I don't know if I would enjoy a 3-hour movie of just fucking nothing. I don't know if I would enjoy that, bro.
It's
Because these are not. These are hour long, and they do have some action in it.
yeah.
So that's different. But all right, so try to watch that, and then Yellowstone. I am excited for Yellowstone too. I have no idea what to fucking expect.
I'm so curious.
I have no idea what to expect, but I am excited for Yellowstone. What time is it? It comes on at 7 usually.
I'm ready to get back to Dutton Ranch, boy.
Yeah, me too.
Yellowstone Ranch.
Me too, bro. This shit makes me want to move to Montana.
And give me a hat.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I still think the 4.6s, red jacket, that shit goes hard, bro.
Ooh,
even the Yellowstone ones.
Especially on Jimmy.
Yeah. I just can't believe they're big enough ranches that they have merch. That's so crazy.
It's so cool, bro.
That's so crazy.
But yeah. See you guys next week.
Yeah, next week.